December 30th, 2:17 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 5. Welcome to EZ32! I can't believe it! Acro! From California! Acro!
It's pretty shocking, isn't it? I'm sorry, Betsy. I'm sorry. I'll keep it down.
It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Giebus, am I that hated? Echo tried to pin the murder on you on
Are
purpose.
you supposed to say that?
Yeah, who was saying him? He did. but I'm nothing but a little old nobody. But you're not, which is kind of the reason why.
Hey, pal! You gonna ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Ah! Detective Gumshoe, no!
Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways.
Now, Detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little?
We've got some pretty tasty milk. Why's he looking like that afterwards? How about a card trick there, Detective?
Ho, ho, ho! Well, if you insist.
How about that evidence you mentioned? What is it?
Here you go. There's a cat loose in the courtroom, I think.
Huh? This is yesterday in Akron's room?
Yup. And I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later in the court record by pressing R. Or you can look at it now.
I think I'll look at it now.
Bat scarf, stained with his blood and a small quantity of pepper.
Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
That's why this is all a secret.
Huh?
Look, details are on a need-to-know basis. And we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Final plans?
Uh-huh. That reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
What do you mean by that very end part?
I'm not sure. It was all very cryptic.
Oh, one more thing.
Ah! Don't scare me like that, Gumshoe!
That was a delayed reaction. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? December 30th, 2:27 p.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2.
Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue where you left off.
Hope the judge had a good nap.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. And now, Mr. Dingling.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed with your testimony.
No, the judge is laughing. No, Sisson.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want to answer the answer to.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you threatening me?
Violence in the courtroom. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you've heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem.
You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination.
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill Ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question.
This isn't confusing. It's not some big like, oh, why it happened. It's self-explanatory. He was wearing the costume.
The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness.
He's probably waiting for the other guy to come out. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness.
We?
Yes, my brother, Sean, and I.
What? You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Acro?
I was 8 years old, and my brother was 4.
Your parents were horrible people, weren't they?
Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us. I'm not bitter at all, you can tell by my voice. Because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus.
Nick, the judge is getting very misty-eyed.
He's got a soft spot for sob stories. It looks like.
About to throw up.
No crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness may proceed with his testimony.
How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster?
He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother, all rolled up into one. ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had.
How can you be all of them things?
What about other people at the circus?
This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in. No one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile.
You laugh and smile at them? What a beautiful story!
That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him.
Nick! Isn't Acro such a wonderful person?
I know. He seems like a nice guy. Which is what makes this so difficult.
So then how long have you been performers?
You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age?
I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We call ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. It's nearly a household name.
I've even heard of them in Germany.
Liar!
Shouts out liar from across the courtroom.
The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus.
You are truly remarkable.
The judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow!
How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of idea of... Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of the witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard.
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life. That hurt me.
Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them.
I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up looking like a jerk.
Shame on you.
I think that'll be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely.
Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I would like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
Would you... Well, I would like to know. Can you provide an explanation as to why Akira would want the ringmaster dead?
Nick?
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow!
Your foolish attempts to fool us like a foolish fool is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, the ringmaster.
you want to jump to the end of things, yes, that sounds about right.
The end of things?
Acro! You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you just say to me?
I'm saying that the largest... I'm saying that the largest person in this court is you! I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster!
You start making fun of me this time in my burgers.
Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with!
What?
Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is! Smack anyone who's loud in the face! Twice if you must! Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to say and do to my court? Ah!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in his court?
The judge was just loud, so we'll smack him.
Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else?
No, this is my... Ow! What are you doing?
There's 14 more where that came from.
Hold it right there. You can take your time with the other 14 later. But for now, let me see that evidence once again.
I'm so scared of what will happen. I can't even...
That's enough!
What? What?
That's enough! This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. Or is there any need? More time for me to decide. This case is extremely clear and I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
The judge just finally got tired of Phoenix.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Billy Bob Jones, guilty. Shame on you, Phoenix. Shame. So wait, I'm confused. Why did it fail?
I guess that wasn't who he was trying to kill.
Maybe it's just Regina. That's the only other person he'd want to kill. I mean, I would want to kill Mo, but... Regina Berry?
This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro!
Phoenix is nervous.
You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited, evil leading question.
He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to do is say, "You're wrong." That's it.
That's it? Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to...
The only thing allowed to interpret me is death itself.
Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me the evidence now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yes! Me too! I'm trying to think what else I want to say. I demand to see some proof! Present evidence that kills or proves Acro must have to kill this young girl!
Acro! You remember this, don't you?
That's...
It's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat.
Acro wrote this letter. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call to someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
Yes, but there's just one little problem.
Problem?
Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster.
You mean it wasn't for the...
That's exactly what I mean. This person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry.
Order! 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 Mr. Wright! This little theory of yours!
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory.
Like a rapper introduction. Mr. Wright!
Simply put, Regina didn't think that the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, you mean the ringmaster, saw the note?
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was jailed because of that mistake. Instead of Regina.
That's incredible!
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today.
Lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself.
Acro had no idea who it was that arrived at the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it! I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bust fly.
Hey, Nick? Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience?
She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it. Why does she, do a catch these hands position?
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas and foolishly full tomfooleries and foolish even maybe sound like a foolishly Arnold. Very well, Mr. Beatrix. It is so true that tell us about this line. I have no conclusive evidence of what took place.
Yes, about that line.
Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring Regina Berry is a murderer.
You just don't get it, do you?
What? What'd you just say?
The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza in the place of his lovely daughter.
Oh, that right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago.
Why would you say I have no idea?
Because you completely forgotten.
Why is that even a choice?
That incident occurred 6 months ago. And now I have more than enough. I am more than not ready to show this court what happened at that time.
Moron!
That makes sense.
Wait! Are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Really, Nick?
I think so.
Well then, if that's the case, then hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident since months ago is actually...